Hello folks, this is your captain speaking. I just thought I'd give you guys another quick look at some of the Botania stuff that I've been doing here, because last time I didn't really explain it all that well. So I've also taken some time to rearrange everything over in my Botania area, so let's get right into it. There it is. Okay, so couple things here. I've moved everything around so none of my Botania stuff is hiding down there anymore. I've got my Terrasteel agglomeration plate here. I've got my pure daisies, a whole bunch of stuff. And all this stuff doesn't really mean anything to you right now, I know. So we'll start off with some mana generation. There's a whole bunch of different flowers that you can use to make mana. Like, for example, generating flora, we'll go with the Endoflame. So basically what it does is it eats anything that would burn and turns it into mana. So what I've got down here is a little setup where anytime there's charcoal on the pressure plate, it won't spit out another one. If there isn't charcoal, it'll spit out another one. I've got Endoflames down there, and they are feeding into some mana spreaders, which are right there, which are feeding the two pools that are up above that are powering that portal. Over here I've also got some munch dews, which eat leaves, and they're feeding into this, which is feeding into a mana spreader upstairs. So I'll show you what's going on upstairs. Bloop. Okay. So the munch dews are feeding into a mana spreader, which is feeding into this mana distributor, which is sharing mana between these 4 different mana pools. So that's where I'm getting my mana from. This is a spark. It can transfer mana from mana pools into things that use mana, like the mana enchanter. So this one is connected, and the agglomeration plate needs one as well, so that one is connected. So anytime I'm using the plate or the enchanter, it'll take mana from these pools, so I don't have to use mana spreaders to try and get mana over there. Much easier. I've also got Runic Altar and Botanical Brewery over here, so this is how you make your brews, this is how you make your runes, all that other kind of fun stuff. I moved my flower production over here. So this is this guy here, the Jaded, is using mana from that mana pool to make all these flowers, which then I can harvest and then put into my chest here. Nope, not this one. This one. Aha! Flowers. Okay, so first things first, you're going to need 2 different things. You're going to need some living rock and some living wood. That's made with these guys, the pure daisies. So I'm going to make some living rock because I can, and I want to make 16 here. So 16. Okay. Now this guy here, when you throw stuff onto him, he will place whatever you throw on top of whatever you tell it to. So underneath him I've got dirt, of course, but there's also a piece of red sand underneath. So that's telling this guy that if there's red sand, whatever I throw onto him, place it on the red sand. So if I go like this, give him a second, he'll start placing it on there. And then after a little bit of time, the daisies will turn this into living rock, which is what we'll need. Living rock is used to make everything from the mana pools themselves to altars, breweries, a whole bunch of different things. You're going to need it for quite a lot, actually. And then of course you're going to need it to make these runes as well, to make other kind of flowers. So let's have a look. I want to make a flower for you guys. So let's go and make, you know, I knew which one I wanted to make. Nope. Nope. Rose Arcana? Nope. Nope. Where did it go? Oh, these are producing. Functional flora. There we go. I want to make an aggreganation. Basically what this does is it works like fertilizer, and it will speed up plant growth. So this is used by making all this stuff here. So first things first, let's start off with the rune of spring. We're going to need a rune of water and a rune of fire. I already have 2 of those, but just to show you how to make a rune, I'll do this. So 3 oak saplings and a piece of wheat. So I have a piece of wheat. Just right click on it. 3 saplings, 1, 2, 3. And the rune of fire and the rune of water. So there's water, there's fire. So we got all our things on there. We can give it a smack. And as you can see, it's using up mana out of the mana pool now. And oops, I need a piece of living rock to throw on top of it. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, 1 piece of living rock. So I'm gonna drop that on there, and I'm gonna give it another tap with my wand, and there we go. I have my rune of spring. Okay, so next we need redstone root. So that's combining redstone and some grass. Well, redstone and grass. Well, grass you get by shearing grass. So there's that and that. So there's our redstone root. Okay. And then we need a bunch of different kind of petals. So we need a red mana petal, a green mana petal, a lime mana petal, 2 lime, and a yellow. Okay, so to make mana petals, you toss a petal into a mana pool. So let's just double check. So 1 green, 1 red, and 1 lime for the mana petal. So 1 red, 1 green, and I just need 1 lime. Okay, so there's that, there's my 2 of that, and my 1 of that. So we're almost there. So I've got all of this. Do I have my yellow? Oop, hold on. I do. Okay, so we've got all that, and we're also going to need a single seed. So there we go. So your petal apothecary. Basically you toss everything into here. So we'll go that, that, that. You can also hit Q just to toss it in. And that. So it's all floating in there. So now if we toss the seed in, we get our aggreganation. So there we go. So that's how you make flowers. And that's how I've made all of these flowers around here. Oh, see, look, the daisies turned it into living rock. And nice. Okay, so that's all of that. There's also other things underneath here. Like there's, here, let's go back underneath. If we can see it, we should be able to see it. Oh, come on, get down there. Okay, so we've got an alchemy catalyst and a conjuration catalyst. These are both blocks that go underneath mana pools, and they change what the mana pools do. So, for example, let's take a piece of redstone. Okay, let's put it in our hotbar. Oop. And if we go over top of this one, it will double it on this one. So if you throw in 1, you get 2 back. See, now I've got 2. Now the other one over here, what it'll do is for every redstone you throw in, you'll get a piece of glowstone. So now I have glowstone. So that's how you change those around. There's other things like mana pools themselves are used to just basically make mana versions of things like mana steel, mana diamonds, mana pearls. Just like I did with the petals, you just throw them in there and it comes back as the mana version. I've got some nightshades underneath here creating mana because they're in the dark. I've got day blooms over here creating mana to fill this pool. This flower doesn't use very much, so this is like overkill for it, but that's fine. And that's about it. Like that's the basics of Botania. Anyways, so again, if you guys want to come over and use any of this, oh, I guess you're wondering about these floating flowers. If you notice, I don't really have any torches over here. Now I'm going to cheat. Time set night. There we go. Make it nighttime. I'm going to go up here. No torches. So I've combined glowstone with flowers and then made them the floating versions, and I just plunked them all over the place. And they're creating enough light that it's all lit up, even at nighttime, which is perfect. Anyways, so that's all I got for you right now. Of course, I'm going to start working on my nuclear reactor next, because I really have to start getting into some high-end power here. Something that is more than just mana power. And also because I've gotten pretty much as far as I can with Botania without going to the end. So, since that's going to be a little bit, I guess I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.